The government information service, but brought by GBN. So they did not sing the words, they just play the music. And then they said, let us pray. And halfway through the prayer, blank. And then in the end, a few seconds, then you hear the prayer. So I'm wondering where we are going as a nation that is really boasting of the way, our nation is still, no matter the little bit of crime we have in, it is not as bad as others and so forth. And we're talking about God. As though we are ashamed of God, we're pushing God out of our society. But some of the mediums, and like GBN2 in the morning when they come on with the opening thing, they say that first of all, they play the national anthem music, no lyrics. You don't hearing that? And then when they say, let us pray, they give you a song. So I'm wondering if in some quarters we are ashamed of calling God's name, of being associated with God. We are ashamed of the words of our national anthem. I don't understand it. I think something has to be done because it's our national anthem, and prior to whoever owned GBN, now we had the words. I think they used to have it by St. Joseph's Convent Choir. Used to be singing the national anthem in the morning when listening. You had to hear the words and the lyrics. In some quarters, you would have also heard the pledge. But these things are pushed out because it has God in it.
Okay.
And I wonder where Grenadians are going. And GBN, I think it's owned by some Trinidadians. If they don't want God, Grenada want God. Grenada belongs to God. God is preserving and protecting us. So we cannot let them dictate what we send out to our people. Let us stay down there with a godlessness if they want to. But when it comes to Grenada, we believe in God. Grenada belongs to God. God is protecting, preserving, and taking care of Grenada. We are grateful for that. And more of us should be praising and thanking God every day. But you see that in some quarters we are pushing God out of our society.
Okay.
And this is what I want to say this morning.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much for your contribution and your participation this morning. 435-2041, that's the number. It's to the point. It's an open line segment at the moment. We are expecting to be joined by Senator Neilon Franklyn. Yep. In the interim, you can make your contribution, any concerns that you have, especially if it's of a national issue, a national perspective. Give us a call, 435-2041. And someone says here on the WhatsApp platform, don't forget to ask the churches and anyone who loves Grenada to stop littering. Don't pass a fault. Pick it up. Put what's in your hand needs to be taken to a bin. Grenada's beauty is in your hands. Good morning, caller.
Good morning again, sweetheart. I ain't much credit, so I will speak fast.
Go ahead.
I want to address my darling. When we go in the supermarket now, when you buy your little garlic and your little Irish potato, you can get the benefit of it. The garlic is brown. You don't even have the scent of the garlic. So I'm asking, I don't know if the people in the supermarket and sidewalk, if there is something to test the garlic to know that and good, don't put it on the shelf or don't sell it for, because sometimes you're paying $5 for a head of garlic, and to go home and can't get it to use is very bad for us. So I'm asking them, please, I don't know what they could do. The potato, when you peel it, it's black inside, you can use it, and in the supermarket you have to have the bill. Sometimes they give you a change, you have a bin right in front of the door, you take a little cents and then you dump the bill, you don't have it. So most time I don't have the bill, I don't bother to go and say anything.
Okay.
Last time I bought some potato, it's black, I call them and let them know, but I didn't have the bill, so I don't go back, so I lose that. So I don't know. Please help us.
Okay.
Money is very hard to come.
All right, thank you. Okay. Yeah, that's a very serious concern. It happened to me in the past as well. But then the question is, how does the shopkeeper and the supermarket owners know? That's a concern. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Innocent.
Welcome.
Morning again, like the previous caller. The point I wanted to make this morning on this program has to do with, relative to Carnival and its history. At this time of Carnival, you would expect that there would be display, or at least a section in the museum where people can go and see what was past Carnival. And we don't have that. So there can be no kind of indication of whether we are improving or not. Saying we're improving without having the evidence, people normally talk about data. And if we don't have the information to sort of for us to compare, especially those who were not around many years ago, then we're doing them an injustice. So maybe it's high time that we get facilities to be able to capture images and maybe even feelings of what happens on a yearly basis. I remember when I was going to school in Trinidad, my principal, it was explaining to one of the foreign lecturers how Carnival is done. Because this man didn't realize that every year, for instance, a new set of songs was done, new costumes were done. This is the kind of thing we need to invest in so that people will appreciate us more, and we ourselves will feel more confident. So at least maybe I'll come back and make another point, depending on how the call goes, if there's no